So normally I wouldn't talk about this stuff on the channel anymore, but I do talk about newsworthy things sometimes, and this is definitely one of them, simply because of how ridiculous the world has gotten. So, the winner of Miss Netherlands 2023 is Ricky Valerie Collet, a male. So, to start off with, I have no problem with trans people. I don't. I think what people are tired of is the whole agenda being shoved in our faces and down our throats at all times. Like this. If you want to have trans people in these areas, make a trans version of it. You have a male going into a female only area and winning. Not because they're beautiful, not because they're probably, not because they're well spoken or anything, because I'm sure some of those other girls are more beautiful and better spoken, but because it's a dude in a dress. And nowadays that's considered stunning and brave, and no matter what, we have to agree with this person, otherwise we're a bigot or we're a transphobe and this and that. So, ladies, you fought for ages for equal rights. You have women's sports, you have pageants, you have women-only areas that are safe space. They're supposed to be safe for you. And you have people, and it seems to be a lot of women on that side, allowing this madness to happen. Let me put it this way. Some fat, ugly, hairy motherfucker like me could walk into a place like that, throw on a dress, and win. I could sound like the dumbest fucker there, asking me questions, and just say, I don't know. I would still win. Why? Because I'm a dude in a dress. I'm stunning and brave. You guys, same thing. You men watching me, you could do the same thing. You could do the same thing. You could go in there. We could go in women's sports, completely dominate. What? What's that, Sam? Yeah? Really? Sam says he thinks it's bullshit too. What's that? Uh-huh. Really? He said that, just like the saying goes right now, everyone on everything on this planet had, or every living being at some point, passed through the passage of a female. Don't let this get you down. You're still good at something. And, you still are the ones who give birth. What's that? He said you need to fight for your space. Don't let men take over what little you have. Don't let them take over what little you have. You have female areas, female spaces, and men are dominating. What else? Yeah. Yeah. He said, stick it back to him. Said, maybe you guys should start identifying as men and going into male-only competitions and, things that consist of only males. While you may fail at what you're doing, you're still going to be awarded because guess what? They're going to see you as stunning and brave. And then suddenly people are going to say, oh, we have females coming into men-only air. Hang on, I can only say one thing at a time. Then they'll start saying, oh, gee, we have a problem here. Because the men will finally start doing something about it. Yeah? Well, come on then. Come on. Come on. You can talk over here. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. So, yeah, it's gotten to the point where some ugly fuck like me could walk into one of these places and win. I could be the ugliest one there, full beard, and wear a fucking dress, and I'd win. Why? Because In today's climate, it's stunning and brave. And no one's going to say anything about it because you don't want to be considered as a transphobe. Like, there was one pageant, I think it was like the Philippines or something like that. The dude looked like, the winner looked like Kim Jong-un. Kim Jong-un in a freaking dress. That's what this dude looked like. And he won. So many other gorgeous women there, and this freaking short hobbit-looking motherfucker won. Why? Because we don't want to be considered transphobes. Well, sometimes you just need to stick with those stupid names because they're thrown out, they're thrown around, and just distributed so easily, like freaking candy now, that they've lost all meaning. So if you stick up for actual women at these places and they call you a transphobe, first time, I mean, seriously, considering everyone they disagree with is a transphobe or a racist or a homophobe or whatever, these words have lost their meanings. So if they call you a transphobe, who fucking cares? Seriously, speak up for these women, because apparently the women there are too afraid of doing so because, it's sports. These women train and train and train to do this kind of stuff. And then you have some dude, some 6'4" hairy motherfucker walk in and just completely dominate. Why? Because he's stronger, he's faster, and no woman can compete with that. And then instead of speaking up about it, women are just like, yeah, hey, well, it's okay. I understand I trained for like 5 fucking years to get here, but, stunning and brave, and I don't want to be considered as a transphobe. So, ladies, we love you. We really do. Men, guys in the, leave down in the comments. We love you. Women, we love you. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here. Again, all of us had to pass through the legs of a woman in order to be here on this planet. So we love you. We care about you. But unfortunately, we have a certain side that doesn't want men to have opinion about anything related to women. Basically, if we have a penis, we don't have a say in certain things. This is where you guys come in. We will be your support. We will fight for you. We will fight with you. But you need to start it. Because they're obviously not listening to the guys. They're just like, oh, guys don't have a say in this. So you ladies have to be on the front line. We will support you. But you guys have to be on the front line. Again, we love you guys. We love you ladies. And for the guys who are watching, down below, we love you ladies. That's all you have to say. We love you ladies. So that way, those women who scroll through can feel that love. Because, again, we do. And we are tired of seeing women being discouraged and feeling down because we have males going into women-only areas and just dominating. The only thing a male can't do at this point is give birth. But apparently, according to scientists, that'll change soon enough. Now, unless they have a way of widening the pelvis of a male, you can have a uterus, but if that pelvis and your hips aren't wide enough, that thing's going to rip you apart. So there's going to have to be a lot of surgery done, not only to implant a uterus, which may or may not even function the way it should, but then having a wide enough hips and wide enough pelvis to where when a baby passes through, it doesn't rip you apart. So at least right now, take solace in knowing that you guys, women are still the only ones who can give birth. But women's sports, female pageants, even roles in movies and stuff are being dominated by men. And it's ironic that the people who are allowing this are the same blue-haired, nose-piercing lunatics that talk about and complain about the patriarchy, but they're allowing the patriarchy to dominate their spaces. It's just... Wait a minute. What's he... That's hilarious that we've got Bill Hader trending. And that's exactly who this freaking dude looks like. Like a freaking... Yeah. It's great. Males are better at everything, it seems. Seriously. Right off the bat, Blue is prettier. The woman in the background was robbed. Call the police. Yeah. Not only is she more beautiful, she probably has more personality. Again, I could go in as is. Not shave, not anything. Just put a fucking dress on. I would win. Any one of you guys could do the same thing. Because it's not about talent or personality anymore. It's about virtue signaling. I too was once a man trapped in a woman's body. Then I was born. These three trans women have all won Woman of the Year. Men are winning beauty pageants and dominate women's sports. Men are just better at everything, even being women. Give up, ladies. You can't compete. Yeah. I mean, obviously, I'm saying don't give up. But that's pretty much what they're telling you at this point. It's like, give up. Not the only one. Spain, 2018. You know? And again, it's ironic since the people who are allowing this are the same ones who complain about the patriarchy. Apparently, the patriarchy isn't bad as long as I identify as a female. And that's a face only a mother can love. Sorry, not a woman. Define woman. I can plow my farm with it. Nice. And this is our NR2. Look how beautiful. Anything you can do, I can do better, said every man to a woman. Yeah. Hats off to men. They always find a way. Just like evolution. When Mother Nature and everything else in this world. Men are superior in everything, it looks like. The women's suffrage movement would be so proud. I know. Wasn't much point having this competition. He clearly was going to win. So there's no winner. In the end, there are no winners here. The prettiest were made to wear a blue dress. Weird. Yeah, how many blue dresses are there? I had to pause for a second because we had this person right here saying he's the winner for a trans pageant, meaning only trans participated. So I kind of had to link to that. When it says has just scripted history by becoming the first ever transgender to be crowned Miss Universe Netherlands. No, it's the pageant for women. If it was a trans pageant, they wouldn't be making such a big deal out of it. So no, it is not a trans pageant. But I know. Wasn't much point having a competition. He's clearly going to win. Is this that toxic masculinity I hear so much about? Men are the best women out there. It takes a man to be the best girl. And this thing isn't even pretty. Yeah, so ladies, again, we will fight for you. We will fight with you. But you guys have to lead the charge here because we're just dudes. We're just dudes. We're just normal men. We're just innocent men. it has to be up to you. Um, this is just ridiculous. Men are coming in, and again, the same people complaining about the patriarchy are the ones allowing this to happen because they don't want to be seen as transphobic. They see this stunning and brave and this and that, and ladies are losing out on spaces once again. Males are just dominating the world at the moment. They're becoming Woman of the Year. They're becoming Miss whatever pageant area it's in. They're dominating women's sports. How long before you ladies stand up and say, "Hey, this is enough"? We didn't fight for ages for rights and all that just to be pushed down again by men. So we will fight with you. And guys, again, in the comments, we love you. We love you, ladies. Just a comment, just a nice little comment. It could be something about a comment about, a woman that you look up to, who you find strong and empowering, or how you would fight for women. It's just something, just so that when the ladies see these comments, they see all this positiveness, and this positivity going in, while reading it. But if it wasn't for you ladies, we wouldn't be here. Yes, it takes two to tango, and it takes, the sperm of a male and the egg of a female to come together to form a child. But it's not the male giving birth, it's you ladies. We had to pass through the legs, out between the legs of a female to be here. So fight for that right. Fight to, because again, there's going to be a time where even men will be able to do that. And then whatever makes a woman is no longer relevant. It's not going to be there. And everyone's going to be the same. If I wanted to fucking have a child and get pregnant and have a child, I'd be able to just go in, get myself a freaking uterus, have my hips widened with my pelvis widened, and boom, I can have a child. So, but we love you. We really do. And if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here. Fight for your spaces. Stop allowing this madness to happen. Call out these hypocrites, the ones who are, like I said, the blue hair and the nose piercings and this and that, the ones who complain about the patriarchy, but are also allowing this stuff to happen. Call this stuff out. It's not going to change if it doesn't get called out. Boycott these things. Just as we've seen with Budweiser and Ben & Jerry's this past week, boycotting works. Ladies, stop showing up to these. If all you ladies just stop competing, and it's only that one freaking weirdo dude who shows up, they don't have much to keep these incentive to keep it going. Just boycott this stuff. Just stop showing up. Stop participating in it. They'll realize that, oh, hey, these people are really not going to show up anymore because they're tired of this. Ugh, well, maybe we need to go back to the way things were. It's up to you. But that's going to do it for me. You guys know the drill. See you guys later, guys.